Welcome back to another vlog. Today is gonna be a good day for you to see because I have a lot of stuff to do and then I leave tonight for Georgia. My parents live there and I'm going for my mom's birthday. It's one of those days where I'm gonna have to figure out food on the fly. I don't really know how it's all gonna work out because we don't have a lot of food in the house. I leave for Georgia tonight. Al's meeting me there tomorrow. He leaves tomorrow. So we don't have a lot of food in the house. And then it's a red eye. So there's that like weird situation of how do you figure out food in the airport or do you eat before and what does all that look like? So I'm gonna take you along for this day. As always, I don't believe in what I eat in a day, so I will not be showing you every single thing I eat. I'll be showing you little snippets here and there so that you can see inside the mind of an intuitive eating dietitian, and I'll talk you through some of my eating decisions, but it will not be every single thing I'm eating in the day because I think that breeds unhealthy comparison. As an intuitive eating dietitian, I often don't eat anything fancy. Like this is not chia pudding, super aesthetic, something like that. Nothing wrong with that, but regular Cheerios and regular dairy milk. This wasn't like the best breakfast ever. The Cheerios were kind of stale actually, but it's what we had laying around. We need to use the milk before we go so that it doesn't go bad. And it's good enough. It's gonna give me a little bit of fuel. I'm about to meet with my intern in a few minutes, and that's like a 30-minute meeting, and then I'll get a little bit of work done after that. This probably won't keep me full very long because Cheerios are just mostly carb, a little bit of fiber, and then the milk does have some protein and fat. But you know, if I wanted it to keep me fuller longer, I would have added like berries or a banana or some like peanut butter or nuts or something else on the side. I don't have any of that around today, so it's okay. I just had this and I'm prepared to get hungry again sooner. Thankfully, I don't have back-to-back meetings today. It's a Monday. I don't see clients on Mondays, so I'll be able to eat again when I get hungry. I'm gonna go hop on this intern meeting and I will take you along for the rest of my day. So that meeting didn't happen. I think my intern and I miscommunicated about the time, which is okay. And honestly, I have so much shit to do today that it's almost nice. But from a food perspective, it's a little annoying because it's like, ooh, I could have had time to like eat something maybe more satisfying, not just like shove Cheerios down my throat, but sometimes it happens. Like in the past, I've also had this happen where maybe I have a snack preparing to do some kind of workout, and then for whatever reason the workout doesn't happen. In my dieting days, I would have been like, oh no, now I have extra calories that I didn't burn off. But as an intuitive eater, I know like it's no big deal. Like you'll just end up craving something else the next time you get hungry or whatever. It's okay. So I just checked off a few admin tasks for my to-do list, which is pretty typical for a Monday for me. I don't see clients on Mondays. I just do a lot of admin work. And then I also made 2 birthday cards, which is fun. I'm going to Georgia for my mom's birthday, so I wanted to make her a card. And then the day I get back from Georgia, it's one of my best friend's birthdays, and I didn't know if I would have time to make one before I see her. So I made her one as well. I also just ate lunch. So I had some leftovers from 2 nights ago and it was fine. It was like my 3rd day in a row eating it. So again, intuitive eating is not always the most perfectly satisfying. Sometimes you're leaving for a trip and you got to clear out the fridge. After I finished the leftovers, I wasn't feeling really full and satisfied because the amount that was left wasn't as much as I probably would have gone for a meal. So I'm looking in the fridge/freezer and I see some Ben & Jerry's, and it sounds really nice because the leftovers I just ate were kind of spicy, and the dairy, the way it kind of cools my mouth, that sounded like a really nice experience. Plus I'm thinking, okay, ice cream is calorie dense/energy dense, and that's helpful right now. I am just trying to stay fueled using what I have in the house before I leave. And I have quite a few things happening this afternoon, so I need energy to stay fueled, and ice cream's energy rich. So I'm probably gonna finish this off. There's a bit left in the bottom, and that's that. It's okay to eat ice cream in the middle of the day. It's okay to eat ice cream on a Monday. You're not bad for eating ice cream. It's literally just food. It's not good or bad. I'm about to leave for some errands, and then I'm going right to volunteer at this girls running program that I volunteer at. I know that I'm gonna need a snack right now. My lunch and my Ben & Jerry's is definitely not gonna hold me over until after practice. So I made something. I feel like I'm getting really creative with not having a lot of food in the house will make you really creative. So I made this rice cake with peanut butter and chocolate chips, and I'm gonna have it with some milk, and that's gonna be my snack. So my thinking when I want something to hold me over for some time is I want it to have some protein and fat in it, because protein and fat help to slow the absorption from the carbs into our bloodstream. So having a snack that's just carb by itself is totally fine, like from a moral perspective and from like an objective perspective. But having a snack that's just carbs is not going to keep you full very long. That carb is going to enter your bloodstream, your blood sugar will go up, and then it will quickly go down. Whereas if you add a protein, fat, and fiber, one or all three of those, it will slow the release of the sugar from the carb into your bloodstream, giving you more sustained energy and more sustained fullness. So that's my thinking here. We got carb from the chocolate chips, a little bit from the rice cake, protein and fat from the peanut butter, and some more protein and fat from this milk. It is whole milk. I was able to check so many things off my to-do list. Feeling pretty good. Feeling fueled. I'm going to my first day of practice for this season for this program called Girls on the Run, which I volunteered for a few seasons in the past, and got my little Coach Leah sticker thing. And oh my gosh, this like neon pink visor. It's like, I'm really not a pink girl, but we're supposed to wear this just at least for today because it's the first day of practice, so the parents like know who the coaches are. Oh my god, I'm so not a pink girl, but whatever, it's fine. Our first practice was so fun. It's kind of chaotic. There's a lot of girls on our team, but it's a sweet thing, and it's just like a nice thing for me to have in the mix because I work fully remote, so it's a nice thing to just like get out into the community, and I'm glad to be coaching for another season. So I have one more errand, and I'm going home. Me and Al are gonna get dinner, and then he's gonna drop me off at the airport and off to Georgia. Okay, I made it to the airport, the end of a busy day. I'm so excited to sleep on this plane, and I don't really like talking to my phone in public, so I'm gonna keep this short. The theme of today when it came to food was just like eating food. Like, I wasn't concerned about having the most satisfying food, having the most nutrient dense food. It was just like, I have to pack, I have a lot of shit to do, let me just stay fueled. And that was really it. So I managed to scrape together like breakfast, lunch, and snacks with what we had laying around in the house, but for dinner there was kind of no way. So we got Chick-fil-A, and it was delicious and satisfying, and I kind of like a red eye for the case of I won't really have to deal with food on the flight because I'll just sleep. I have some snacks in my bag in case I get hungry, but it's kind of nice that I'll just sleep and then wake up and then eat food once I'm at my parents' in Georgia. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week for another.